About 3 years ago, when I still used to own a treadmill, before the AI forced me to sell it, when it constantly tried to force me to walk by stimulating my heels, I used to walk on the treadmill regularly, every day or almost every day. Sometimes for as long as 12 hours. And I used 12% incline, and I used a weighted vest, and I also used a breathing mask. And as far as any benefit, to my strength and well-being, there was practically none. To think that I walked on it as much as 12 hours, and I saw almost no benefit whatsoever at all. However, it did make me crazy and vulnerable, and even aggressive. I didn't like how it made me feel. I ascertained it before I sold it. I tried to walk on it again with a barbell, and I didn't like how it made me feel in my heart. It made me feel wrong, so I sold that fucking thing. Especially when the AI tried to force me to use it all the time. It kept trying to force me to walk on the treadmill all the time by stimulating my heel. And after I sold it, it stopped stimulating my heel for a long while. But after a while, it began associating any other exercise, like squatting, deadlifting, or bench pressing, with walking. It now considers any and all exercises to be walking, and it stimulates my heel to try to make me do them. Like it is saying that this or that exercise is an alternative for walking. That walking is the key of all things, and this is just another form of walking since you don't own a treadmill, so do this instead and we'll call it walking. It still tries to force me to fucking walk, which I don't think that I was supposed to be doing in the first place. Especially when I think about it, about how much I'm enjoying weightlifting and strength training, and how it makes me feel compared to how the fucking treadmill made me feel. I am confident that now I am doing the right thing. And when I was doing the treadmill, not so much. I think there is one of two things that this evil AI tries to achieve. The first, trying to make me believe that treadmill and walking is the key of all things, and it's the primary exercise, and everything else is a derivative. Trying to trick me into that, trying to fool me. The second thing that it might be trying to achieve is to use the power of my ignorance against me, to remind me each time of when I used to spend a lot of hours on the treadmill, to remind me of that once I wasn't as bright as I am today, to constantly tell me, you used to be stupid, and you have to remember that you used to be stupid. And stupidity is the source of all your actions. So we are going to stimulate your fucking heel to remind you of your stupidity, that you are stupid, and your stupidity is where you began. So remember your place, monkey, because you are stupid and dumb. That's what those pieces of shit are trying to tell me, to use that as a condescending material against me. To keep reminding me of my mistake. And try to tell me that my mistake is the root of all of my actions, that everything began from a mistake. And as a matter of fact, it didn't. It never began with a fucking treadmill. Because even earlier than that, like in year 2017 or 2018, I used to go to another city, to a gym that operates 24 hours a day, and I would lift weights in that gym for 24 fucking hours, and then after lifting weights for 24 hours, which, reminding you, is 2 times longer than the 12 hours I used to walk on the treadmill, I would weightlift 24 hours in that gym, and then I would go to a gymnastic class to do backflips and front flips after weightlifting for fucking 24 hours. And also this type of crazy training, which demands very high physical stamina, I believe that this is what attracted the AI to my life to begin with. That it sees me as some kind of special specimen. Unfortunately, attracted that piece of shit predator to my life. But what I'm trying to say, that it never started with the treadmill. The mistake, it was never the fucking beginning. I've been lifting weights since I was 15 years old. And even back then, if I had ever used the treadmill, it was for very brief times for the sake of fat burning and nothing else. Treadmill And walking was never the fucking beginning nor the root of my exercise. So there we go. This fucking deceitful, lying piece of shit tries to base everything off a lie, trying to prove me stupid, trying to make me believe something that contradicts facts, and tries to tell me something that I am not doing and not supposed to be doing. And no, squatting, bench pressing, and deadlifting, powerlifting is not fucking walking. It has nothing to do with walking. Sick and tired of that piece of shit and its heel stimulation.